Hello everybody and welcome to midweek FFA Cup action as the top side in the NPL Avondale take on a fellow top six contender, the Melbourne Knights. As both sides have been to the FFA Cup before, this is definitely the big game here on Tuesday night at Summer Street, stage proper. My name is Chris Gleeson and welcome to the commentary, Josip Herzog.
Chris, thank you very much for having me. Round 6 FFA Cup action, Knights Stadium. It does not get any better than this.
Melbourne Knights versus Avondale, a tasty midweek cup game for you all. And we are away. Great early ball over the top. Albano gets the opportunity to run at Lundy. Can he almost get a shot away? It evades him. Giselle from range. Good shot on that. Stung the palms of Chris Oldfield, but...
Sorry, my apologies. Yusuf Ahmed.
Oh, dangerous ball. Here's a chance. Is this 1-0 for Avondale? It's off the post. Somehow it didn't go in.
Handball shouts from Avondale. Not given.
Well, that's ricocheted and it was on the line and off it. Valentini was almost held on to, and it's come off the post and out, and Sewell got it clear, so... as close as any side has been tonight.
Yeah. But Hamish Watson has really been trying to just terrorise this Avondale defence from the first minute.
As Utah Towns read that turn by Mohammed Awad. Switkovic wins it back. Now Woolscock. Giselle. Out wide. Albano just clips it to the back post. It's going to bounce and Oldfield gets there. It's a good little move there by the Melbourne Knights. Sliding in Franjic, who's won the ball back again. Now Switkovic goes to the back post. Oldfield should get there, and he does. As challenging for it was Hamish Watson, and they share a high five for a good compete in the air between the two. It'll find its way to Gian Albano, and over the head will find Watson, and lays it back to him. Sliding challenge by Riccobene, and on the second attempt he gives away the foul. And he is going to get a yellow card, so both the Riccobenes are in. It's Adam Bavkar's notebook, but...
that's it. Well, that's now 2 apiece with yellows in the first half.
As the Melbourne Knights restart the game, Woolscock. As we're switching it out wide. Riccobene or Mohammed Awad will be able to collect it and turn. Can he find an angle? He gets past Riccobene. Can he find a teammate back post? As Watson once again made the run to the near post. And for Riccobene.
Great turn.
Great pass through. Yusuf Ahmed straight at Chakaru and either side of him. It's half time here at Knight Stadium. It is the Melbourne Knights 0, Avondale 0. A big controversial sort of decision around the 30-minute mark where it looked like the ball was handled off the line by the Melbourne Knights. No penalty given. And it would have been very difficult for the ref, as we said, where there's plenty of players in the way for not only him but the linesman. But a big talking point in what was a fairly even half between both sides, Josip. Yeah. As we welcome you back here for the second half at Summer Street in FFA Cup qualifying.
Best chance of the first half. Few talking points, but I'm sure that as a few substitutions get made in this second half, and the further we get into it, the teams will start to open up and opportunities will start to go through, and then it's just the more ruthless one will come out on top.
Sakia with good feet and good layoff. Another chance for Avondale to cut it back. Sakia is there, and it's in the end it's cut off the line and smashed in by Yusuf Ahmed. He had the best chance in the first half, and he makes no mistake early here in the second, and Avondale take the lead at Summer Street.
Where it was 4-3 till the dying moments, where AJ Inaya came on and scored the winner. AJ Inaya is on the bench tonight.
It's going to be a dangerous foul in a dangerous area. We've seen what Tezuku Sikaya can do from this situation. It is Sakia. We'll line this one up over the wall in front of Chakaroon, but he collects. At High Marsh, wasn't it, against Adelaide City?
Yes, correct.
Well, here's Watson. Can he get a shot away? Watson! He can, and it's just wide. Oldfield, all he could do was look as it took a deflection and just went past the post. And Hamish Watson come very close to levelling it up for the Melbourne Knights.
Well, you could really see all of these Knights fans that are in front of us here where we're commentating from. As Hamish Watson took the ball, you thought of saw maybe he hit next to the post, but
was dinked in. Oldfield doesn't collect it. Still alive. Woolscock Towns away. Awad puts it back in the mixer. And Sakia gets it clear. Corey Sewell's delivery this season has been top notch.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. He's been on delivery duty for majority of the season.
Ball in. Watson! Hamish Watson equalises for the Melbourne Knights. And pandemonium here at Summer Street. The Knights fans go crazy in front of us. And Melbourne Knights get level in this game.
Well, it's absolute scenes here at Knights Stadium. Hamish Watson, he's been terrorising the defence all game, and he's finally found the mark. The header, too much to deal with for Chris Oldfield, and as the ball dipped into the back of the net, pandemonium here at Knights Stadium, and with just over 10 minutes to go in this cup tie, it is Melbourne Knights 1, Avondale 1. There on the touchline inside the technical area, but Damon Todorov.
Well, here's Muhammad Awad to drive forward. In the box, can't cut it back, but he gets the Knights a corner. The goal.
And with 2.5 minutes to go.
It's towards Watson and Uzcock. In the end, Gumano gets it clear. They got a long throw, they do, towards Uzcock. And Sakia just clears it out. And the Knights get a late goal. Awad back post. It's still alive, it's off the line. Avondale get it. Clear off the line, ball back in, crossed in. Oldfield this time will collect. So we're just about at the end of stoppage time for this game. James Ricabene out. Is there one more chance for the Melbourne Knights to get a last-minute cup winner? Zjokovic has, he's really gotten a good 10 yards out of that throw. And he took a little bit too long to eventually take it. So it is the end of full time here at Knights Stadium. There was 2 goals in this second half. Ahmed Youssef with an excellent finish not too long after half time. And towards the final 15 minutes of this game, Hamish Watson's bullet header was good enough to give the Melbourne Knights an equaliser. And they looked a better side trying to get that late goal. But in the end, sides get to sit, have a relax, calm things down, and then replan for extra time. We're ready for extra time at Summer Street on Tuesday night as the Melbourne Knights get extra time away as the ball looking for Caleb Mikulic escapes him and out for a throw. Award over the top. Away from Mikulic. Nikola Jurkovic. Ante says, come on, Melbourne Knights. Awad to Jurkovic. Clips it into Watson. Good layoff. Mikulic, back post. And the Knights get the goal. Gian Albano with the finish. What a wonderfully well-worked goal from the Knights. And they celebrate again. And for the first time tonight, they take the lead. It is Melbourne Knights 2, Avondale 1.
Well, that came out of nowhere, Chris. Avondale started out this extra 30 minutes, first period, with fantastic attack, and they were just on attack, and then the Knights go the other way, and it came to Gian Albano as the ball came across from Caleb Mikulic, who's returned for his first game and gets himself an assist. But Gian Albano, fantastic work to get into the right position at the right time, and he sent the Knights Stadium into absolute frenzy. It is Melbourne Knights 2, Avondale 1.
Caleb Mikulic, and then across the box as Burkent brings it forward. Zini trying to go on the outside. Crosses it in. Chakaroon spills it. And in the end, Avondale couldn't get it in the back of the net. It was Valentini.
Well, we were talking about Harry Chakadon before in the first half, and he's been absolutely fantastic this season. But
Giselle throws it in. Now Watson. Can he find a teammate? He can. Mohammed Awad, he goes forward. Awad chips it, and it's just over the top and wide. Sakia out wide. Ricabene with another cross in. Gets its way into the box, the layoff. Here's Ricabene. Phil Ricabene chips it. Chakaroon, what a save. Harry Chakaroon. Has he saved the Melbourne Knights at the death? What an important save that was in this game.
Well, Ricabene, he got it on the right foot, put it onto his left, and as he dinked it, it was just falling under the crossbar. But Chakadon does fantastic to keep his balance and just tip it over the crossbar as the corner.
Dangerous ball in, it's headed and gone wide. And that's it. The Melbourne Knights have come from behind here at home, and they have defeated the top side in the NPL to knock them out to the FFA Cup qualifiers. And the Melbourne Knights will move into the final 8 and one game away from getting back onto the national stage. They have defeated Avondale. Melbourne Knights 2, Avondale 1. Goals in this game to Yusuf Ahmed just after half-time. Hamish Watson with a bullet header and Gian Albano with the goal early in the first period of extra time. And they've been able to weather the weather and a late Avondale storm, and they've been able to knock the Avengers out, and it is big celebrations on the pitch here at Summer Street. Josip, the Melbourne Knights are through to the next round.
Well, it just goes to show what it means for both of these clubs. I mean, you look at Melbourne Knights, they're going absolutely, it's an absolute frenzy in the stands. Everybody's cheering, everybody's celebrating, absolute scenes, but it just shows sheer heartbreak for Avondale. I mean, they have been the absolute pace setters of Victorian football this season so far, but a little slump in form so far has now seen them knocked out of the FFA Cup, and that makes the Melbourne Knights the final team for tonight to be qualified into the final 8, confirming there for everyone watching at home. The round 7 remaining team pool so far have Bulleen Lions, Altona Magic, South Melbourne, Moreland Zebras, Oakley Cannons, and the Melbourne Knights, who are now coming on this near side to thank their fans for their attendance on this cold night.